christiangeekcentral.com.
My sister Corinne, who's going to be here later at 7, gave me the stink eye last week in church. Or 2 weeks ago in church. When we were in Sunday school class, taught by my study mentor, Dave Lindstrom, who I've maybe mentioned on rare occasions. Anyway. And I gulp. I make gulpy noises, when I'm drinking. And she gave me the stink eye, like, do you really need to make that much noise while you're drinking, And I'm like, you're going to be just fine. +1 to lubricity. I think that's accurate, John Wilkerson. Gets me thinking about paper and pencil RPGs. I've got a monthly gaming group that I've been playing with for years, and we've been playing D&D, run by somebody else. But that somebody else recently got married, and we're also kind of in between campaigns right now, and kind of doing a reset right now. And so, because of the holiday season, and and just multiple factors, just giving him a chance to get his bearings. And there's another guy that is normally part of the group that won't be able to join us again until at least sometime in the spring because they're having a baby. And so, long story short, I offered to do a one-shot of...
The piece I found was once a part of this mechanism, but it is too worn. It needs to be repaired. Or we need to find a new one.
I offered to run a one-shot session of the DC Heroes Paper and Pencil RPG, that's really the only RPG system that I'm familiar with enough to run. I ran games using that system all through college and beyond. So probably for 6 or 7 years straight, I was running games in that system. I love it. It's super versatile. Of course, it's great for superheroes, but you can use it for all kinds of stuff. +1 burpicity. Yes. Thanks, John. Nico says, it sounds like the gulpy noises from Skyrim. Funny you should mention. I did spend a little time in the studio for them. Just kidding. But yeah, I think you're right. It sounds like the gulpy noises in a lot of games that I play. So I'm really looking forward to that. I have not flexed those muscles in years, and I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to be playing in like I'm going to run them a game in like a crossover world that has both DC and Marvel characters in it. Their party, is going to be composed of Doctor Strange, Wolverine, Shazam, or Captain Marvel, as we know he is truly called, and Beast Boy, or Changeling. So that should be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to that. Okay, I don't know, what have I not explored yet? Where can I travel? Can I go that way? Maybe they need me to go that way. I think I saw this, but I couldn't go through it because it required sneaking. Is there something similar here? Let's go check it out. Butterfly in the sky, I can fly twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I don't know where that came from. I'm not even drinking caffeine yet, guys. Now I'm already getting bits of randomness that are coming out past the filter. I can do anything. I chose a key that's a little bit too high. Jeez, don't like that sound.
To my help, and death to the others!
Good gravy. More intense than I wanted. Okay. You know, let's check the ceiling. Those things hang up there. If I would just look up, I could see them hanging and ready to jump down on me. So I need to check the ceilings more often, I guess. Ugh. Alright, very quick bathroom break. Very quick. I might not even wash my hands. I will. I always wash my hands. All right. I probably shouldn't make too much of my heightened energy levels because I did just eat that big donut. And so I might be looking at a crash here in about 15-20 minutes. We'll see. Okay. Treasure chest. Now, I lost my sense of direction. Oh, this is just a big room, though. So... it's definitely not open world, you know? Like, if this was Skyrim, I could hop my way over that or something, you know? It's more like the Dragon Age games in terms of how you make your way around the world. Well, I don't think I have what I need. Did I talk to you already?
Hello, you lost.
Oh yeah, I totally talked to this guy.
So we really
I'll leave you to it then.
Oh, wait a minute!
until we meet again.
It had a new option about the lock mechanism. Let's talk to him again.
Hello,
Skipped right past
you
it.
Lost.
No.
Just so we really.
Is there any way you know of to make the lock mechanism blocking off the old tunnels work again?
How do you think I would know? If all the pieces are still in it, I would say yes. If not, it'll need repairing. Perhaps some of the parts need replacing. I believe I remember we found an old sketch of this mechanism in the mine. Serendipitous. Let me see. This is the one. Take it. If a piece is missing or broken, you should be able to replace it easily using this sketch.
Thank you very much. This certainly looks very useful.
And if you don't know how to craft whatever you're missing, you can always go and see the merch.
Okay, John, see you later.
The pieces seem to be rather standard. Perhaps he'll have what you seek. Anything else?
Let's see here.
I'll leave you to it then.
Until we meet again.
Your editing skills are crap. John's referring to my uncut review thing that I say every time. I don't know what the context is for relative to this, though. Okay, I wasn't listening to that conversation. What did he just say that I need to do? Can you just give me a new quest marker? Alright, I gotta listen to that dialogue again. Sorry, I got distracted, because John was leaving, I was catching up on what he said.
You lost.
No.
Just so we rarely get.
Okay.
Is there any way you know of to make the lock mechanism blocking off...
How do you think I would know? If all the pieces are still in it, I would say yes. If not, it'll need repairing. And if you don't know how to craft whatever you're missing, you can always go and see the merchant. The pieces seem to be rather standard. Anything else?
Okay, merchant.
I'll leave you to it then.
Great. Is that the way out? I think so. Alright. Off to the merchant! Glendengnavar, Glendengnamvar, Glendengnamvar. Good gravy. Joel Nelson asks, what do you prefer more, first-person or third-person games? That's an interesting question. I think it's kind of apples and oranges. It depends. I think for role-playing games, if I'm going to play a mage, which I kind of mentioned this earlier, I'd prefer third-person so I can see the swirly magic effects around my character. But I mean, I really like the first-person gameplay of the Elder Scrolls games, you know. And I think for shooting, I prefer first-person.
It's a real pleasure to have a customer such as yourself. How may I help you?
Like, if I could have the Ghost Recon, you know, experience, the Breakpoint or Wildlands experience, but in the Far Cry engine, I might prefer that. You know, playing first person like I mean, the games are very similar already. Third person is one of the main differences between the two, I think. And I think I would prefer first person for like shooting. But for role-playing games, I think maybe most of the time third person. If I'm going to be playing a mage anyway. And usually in the Elder Scrolls games, I end up not playing a full-on mage. So, yeah, I think that's what I'd say about that. Chat, let's see.
That your customers are mostly miners.
Yes. For this reason, I mostly sell supplies and tools.
Not miners, you idiot miners.
I have some other riches. I'm sure this village will eventually grow larger. Who knows? Maybe this alley will become more lively.
Well, can I buy some of your door repairing gadgets? Oh, there we go. New cog. This would be a good time to check our gear situation. How are we looking here? Anything better? Not for you. How about for you? Nope, not for you. How about for you? Nope, not for you. Anything better? Nope, not for you. Not for you. Not for you. Okay. No new equipment that might be of interest to him. No new equipment for him. Okay, so I think we're good. Hi, Aaron. I am doing very well right now, thank you. Feeling very well rested and ready to take on the rest of this marathon. Yeah. So I've already killed off 7+ hours, so that's very cool, very exciting. Joel can't get into first-person games. Sorry, Joel. Okay, so I got the cog. I'm going back to the mine. Oh, I forgot to cross this thing off. Alright. The final item on the +2 page of many topics. I don't even need to roll for it, but I'm still going to. The final topic. This one's from Reed Benson, a patron over at patreon.com/SpiritBlade Productions. This one's been on the +2 page of topics for a long time. So Reed, if you watch this, I know you're in China, so you're probably sleeping right now. But if you watch this later when I post it eventually, you might have forgotten even that you sent this one to me. What are the pros and cons of living in Arizona? I've lived in Arizona since I started 4th grade. And I lived in Montana before that, so I do have memories of a snowy winter, experience. I really like living in Arizona, and I think that it would be different if I were more of an outdoorsy kind of person, if I liked activities that took place outdoors. Certainly if I liked, camping or sportsy things. I think there would be some challenges, but because I'm so indoorsy, I just treat it like a Mars colony. You just go from one sealed environment to another with machines that keep the temperature where you want it on the inside. So the summer doesn't bother me because I stay indoors. The winter is fine. I stay indoors anyway, even though it's nice walking around outside. So the weather is not really a factor. You know what? I should say that things have changed in the last 5+ years because I've started exercising on a regular basis, and at least 2 days a week that exercising has involved jogging, and I prefer not to jog in place. And we didn't keep our treadmill after we moved from our last house to this one, so that means running around the block or running outside, wherever I'm running, which definitely, I don't have it in me to get up really early in the morning while it's still kind of cool, and I don't have it in me to wait until the evening. When the work day is done, I don't want to go exercise. I want to get that out of the way before I start my work day. So that's when it can be kind of stinky. But even so, as long as you've got water and you hydrate and you wear sunscreen, I can deal with being sweaty and hot. One thing that's nice about Arizona, pros and cons to this, is the bug situation. Because it's so dry, you're really not going to run into mosquitoes here like you would elsewhere. Some of those kinds of bugs, those harmless, just kind of annoying bugs that just kind of fill the world, they're not here in comparison to other places, by far. They are absent here compared to a place like Montana in the springtime and summer. The difference is, the bugs that are here, they tend to be freaking nasty. Like they had to work to survive in this climate. And so they adapted and developed horrible, horrible things, like nasty poisons and hard exoskeletons. They do not want to die, and they're good at killing. So you got scorpions, and you got black widows, and you got wolf spiders, and those might not be a big deal to other people. I hate bugs. I hate nature. It comes with the fear of the unknown. Oh, geez. What? Where? Oh, up above. Oh, crap. Come get it!
Things are about to get nasty. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Right here, punk. Yeah! Nice. There's a weird thing about the combat in this game that, if you get too far away from the area that a group of enemies starts in, they will just start to act like they don't see you anymore and will walk back to their starting area and their health will refill. It's really lame. So, like, for a second there, I came here and there was all these enemies and I was like, oh, I'm going to force them into a bottleneck. I'm going to come back here. No, I couldn't risk doing that. If I did that, they would have given up, turned around, and gone back to their starting positions, So that is a little bit lame because it doesn't allow me to fight as intelligently as I might otherwise, But it's a small complaint, Who was it? I just saw and I forgot to comment on it, but someone said Greedfall is one of their... Oh yeah, Aaron L. says Greedfall was one of my favorite games of the year. And that's great to hear. That doesn't surprise me. Since coming back to it after taking a break after doing my review, I have really begun to enjoy it even more. Scribbling Scribe says the heat by far summers here are brutal. Scribbling Scribe, are you in Arizona? Aaron says, I hate scorpions. You have scorpions where you live? Or you just, like, hate what you know of them? Which I would totally understand. Alright. Okay, good, good, good. Like picking up loot. Alright. I don't even know where I'm going, but I should save. I haven't done that in a little while. Scribbling Scribe says, yeah, East Valley. Oh, wow. Because I'm in Mesa. I am in Mesa, Arizona, which I would describe as the East Valley, and I live in East Mesa. If you don't want to share, like, your real name on the chat, that's fine, but have we met before? Do I know you already? Outside of internet land? I know that your username, I've seen it before, but I just can't remember if I know you from elsewhere. Anyway, either way, small world. Oh, there's a white one. That's not good. He's gonna be tougher somehow. Put down the thing. Now come get me, fool. Here we go.
Things are about to get...
Your magic is running out. Take a potion.
Come on. There you go. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy, Scribbling Scribe. That's so funny. Well, if you don't have a church home already, I go to Red Mountain Community Church. I've gone there for years, and I love it. So it'd be fun to connect there or somewhere else sometime if you want. I will not be at my church tomorrow. I will be sleeping. Scribbling Tribe, have you... Now you got me all curious, because you freaking live in the same city I do. Have you graduated high school? And if so, what high school did you go to? I went to Red Mountain High School. Graduated in '96. Good morning, Adam, from Australia. Boy, talking to one user that I discover lives in my own backyard, and now another one comes on that couldn't possibly be further away. Although I am very pleased to say that I have been to Australia. If for those who haven't heard me mention it before, it's not something I bring up hardly at all. But I was in the Phoenix Boys Choir in 6th and 7th grade, and in 7th grade we took a tour. Our tour was to Australia, and very memorable experience, and had a great time there despite being very, very homesick. Aaron L. says, I lived in southern Africa and we had huge scorpions there. They just hang around any place dark or under boxes and test your situational awareness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's horrifying. That makes me like want to look around my office. We have the brown recluse here. And so much of the color scheme, even in houses, carpets, wall coloring, uses those brown earthy tones, and so they can blend in really easily to just our houses. Talking about the scorpions. What now? Okay. Thanks. Oh my gosh, that's horrifying. Do you ever get the heebie-jeebies in that scene in Hook, if you've ever seen it, where they put the pirate, to punish him, they put him in the boo box, and they drop big black scorpions in there? Ugh. Not cool. Alright, where am I going here? Can I... What is this here for? Am I supposed to climb on this or jump off this, or what do you want me to... Okay, you don't want me to do anything there. Well, let's look at our map. Wait, what? Did I come from this way? I must have come from this way. Yeah, because, let's see here. Oh, sorry, the stream's bugging out on you, Scribbling Scribe. I'm not seeing a significant number of dropped frames or stream health issues on my end, so that might be something that's closer to your side of the equation happening. What did I ask? I said, oh yeah, if you've graduated from high school, what high school did you graduate from? Because I graduated from Red Mountain High School. Gamma James says, Hook was one of my favorite movies as a kid. And, yeah, mine too. I kept the theater pop cup forever. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna turn around, go this way. Unless it's a dead end. It seems to be... Oh, wait! Climbing! I can climb here. Wait a minute. Have I been this way before? I may have been. Scribbling Tribe. Dobson High. Okay. Cool. Yep, I used to go around there quite frequently. To a... Not too far from there was a store called Atomic Comics. That was my comic book store for years. And Bookman's on a country club and Southern. I used to frequent on a weekly basis coming home from college. That's cool, man. Another Masonite. That makes it sound like we're Masons. We are not part of the Masonic Lodge. As far as I know, I'm not. Maybe Scribbling Scribe is. Aaron says, thankfully I missed that part or blanked it out of my memory. He's talking about Hook with the scorpions in the boo box. Hi to you 2000 asks, what movie are you planning on watching for your Christmas cooking? Like for my... Oh, you remember that I do that annual bake-a-thon. I don't know. I mean, tradition has been that I watch Batman Returns, or at least I watch it with the commentary on. I've seen it so many times now every Christmas. In recent years, I have added... What have I added to my Christmas repertoire? Prometheus is a Christmas movie because they do erect a Christmas tree in one scene very briefly. So that qualifies it as a Christmas movie. Hellboy 2 also starts
Here we are.
with a sequence in the Christmas
These are the
season.
ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
And she was right. These do not resemble native constructions at all.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects.
Scribbling Scribe says, unfortunately, no, I'm not a secret society Mason, just a simple Reformed Baptist, LOL. Oh, and also said earlier, I remember Atomic Comics, and I still go to Bookman's whenever I can. Yeah, yeah, me too. It's out of the way because I'm much further, east. It sounds like than you are in Mesa. Yeah, I definitely like to go there when I can. Joel Nelson says, what is your opinion on the Necromancer class? Similar to the Wizard, but also very different. The Necromancer... You mean just in general, like in games in general? Or is there a specific game that you had in mind? All right, let's check out... Did I save here? I'm going to save. All right. Oh, campfire. Yes. Nice. 3 out of 4 done in this area. All Very nice, very nice. Oh, those are bad things. I should start in that with full health. And, oh, you know what? I should make sure I have enough stuff for traps. Can I make some traps here? Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Do I just need the ingredients for traps, or... Hang on. It's... Oh, not what I meant. Don't switch weapons on me now. Techniques. Let's see here. Set a magic trap. Set a poison trap. Set a stasis trap. Okay, let's change it over. It looks like I have more ingredients for stasis traps now. And poison traps probably not going to work very well on these guys anyway. Okay. Stasis trap it is. In general, Joel Nelson clarifies. I prefer a wizard class because I just like to be the glass cannon. That's just like, I just want to destroy. I just want to wreak havoc and bring destruction, you know. The Necromancer class usually is going to involve, like, basically raising up creatures to do your fighting for you, which I guess isn't as interesting to me. It would be similar to maybe like a druid class in that sense, where you're going to have pets and animals and things like that doing your fighting for you. And you know, part of the power fantasy for me in games, I think, is that itch is scratched more by having, like, the power come directly from me, you know. But I tend to like that kind of stuff in fiction. It's just not as interesting to me to play as that kind of character, you know. But I've read books about, you know, necromancer characters, and I think it's cool.
Your magic is running out.
That's true, my magic is running out. Thank you for alerting me to that. I think I have a bunch of magic potions. Well, not a bunch. Enough. Oh. Combat had ended, so I guess I could have let that recharge. There's a monster... Is that monster just walking through our camp? Or... Did we walk right past that monster on the way in? I didn't even see that. But I'm gonna go back and get him. Gotta get that XP wherever you can, right? I'm trying to remember, I don't think I have the books anymore. There was a series of books that, like, were about specifically a necromancer, and he was the protagonist, you know. And he wasn't some creepy character. It was more like, instead of, like, raising zombies and stuff, it was more like crossing over with John Edwards. Like, he would talk to dead spirits, that kind of necromancy, you know. I actually kind of wished he would have been more the zombie variety of necromancer. There he is.
Maybe enlightened protect you in this battle. To my help. And death to the others.
Nice. Ooh, that music cue at the end of that is really interesting. That liquidy kind of electronic liquidy sound. This game really has some an interesting variety of musical tracks. Gamma James says, I love summoner classes. I played an engineer in Torchlight 2. Very interesting take on the class. I've just started Torchlight 2. It's one of the games I have installed in case I feel like getting to it during the marathon. Because I enjoyed Torchlight 1, for sure. I think, though, the character I chose to... I'm only like an hour into that game right now. I think the character I chose is more like a wizard class, because they didn't really have a straight-up wizard... What did they have in the first game? They had something that played like a wizard, but it wasn't called a wizard. Anyway. Oh, more of these guys. My gosh, there's a lot of those. Alright, so let's save again. Oh, I can't save. Alright, so let's get further away from the bad guys then. Can I save here? There we go. Aaron L. asks, did it ever annoy you in Greedfall when the main character seems so ignorant about their heritage? There's a quest line that explains it, but I would be more questioning. What are my origins? Yeah, I guess I haven't really noticed that in a way that bothered me yet. I will say that I don't find the main character very interesting. And I think that's because, just to put this down for a second, I think that's because when you're creating an RPG where you make the protagonist a voiced protagonist, you can either clearly define who that character is and not give the player really any control over shaping their personality. They just are who they are. I think an example of that would be Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn. You can certainly make dialogue choices, but at the end of the day, Aloy is who she is. You know, she's got a big chip on her shoulder and, you know, various other idiosyncrasies that make her who she is, and you're not going to change that based on your dialogue choices. So that's one route you can go, or you can go, a second route you can go is like a blank slate route, which like, I think some RPGs, open world RPGs, will try to do this, and they'll allow you to shape the character through your actions, you know, like Outer Worlds will do that, and so will some of the Elder Scrolls games, you know. The problem for me is when they go the third option and they try to do both. And I think that's the case in the Mass Effect games, the Mass Effect trilogy, and in the Dragon Age games following Dragon Age Origins. When you try to make a blank slate character that people can shape, but then you also voice the character. You put a voice actor on it. The problem with that is a voice actor can only do so many different voice types. So, for example, when I played Dragon Age Inquisition, I really wanted to play a crotchety old wizard who was just bitter and angry and just didn't get along with anybody and stuff. In Neverwinter Nights, that PC game does not have protagonists that are voiced throughout. It has different voice types that will yell out different battle cries and stuff. And they have very varied voice types. I play that game, and I won't hear my protagonist say all of my dialogue, but when he's in battle, he'll say, "I want to see suffering," and I'm like, yeah, that is exactly the kind of character I want to play, But when they try to have every line voiced, then you can only have you can only pay so many voice actors. It takes a ton of time if you're going to record every line multiple ways and give a bunch of dialogue choices. So when you have a voice protagonist in RPGs, you're going to tend to see fewer dialogue options. And you're going to see the performance of those dialogue options be pretty middle of the road. You notice that Shepard never really gets nasty, but he's also never really soft and benevolent. He's just kind of that firm, serious, middle of the road, And this protagonist, this lady, kind of has a similar thing going on. And yes, Aaron L. says Elderast. That's right. I've mentioned my character Elderast before. I'm curious where you heard me mention him before, but that is absolutely my voice for my D&D character Elderast. Anyway, and I'll use him in other instances too. Whenever I'm playing like a PC RPG or something, Elderast. He's super bitter. So, I guess to get back to your question, Aaron, which I put down my controller and really got on a rabbit trail over, I haven't really expected anything of her as a character because she's so middle of the road vanilla and kind of a blank slate that I'm like, well, yeah, I don't really care about what her origins are, so why should she? Because she's just kind of a boring character to me. What's more interesting to me is that because I wanted to play her as like a nasty, just kind of like bad attitude lady. It's just bitter and angry at life, But as soon as I started playing the game and I heard her dialogue choices, I was just like, oh, okay, I guess I'm kind of stuck with this. And so when you see her in dialogue scenes, I think I even chose a default expression for her that has eyebrows that look kind of angry, but her voice sounds quite pleasant, you know? So I'm like, okay, all right. Not real happy about this situation. Okay. Let's see here. A few dropped frames. Not doing terrible, I guess. Let's get back in it here. I was about to fight like a group of bad guys, right? Here we go, team.
May the Almighty protect me in this battle. To my help. And death to the others! May the shadow engulf our enemies. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Oh, man. You guys got this, you think? Should I drink a magic potion, or do you got this?
Running out. Take a potion.
Aaron L says, I've watched a lot of your vids. Okay, so that's how you heard about Elderast. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Elderast is going to be one of the party members in the pilot I'm producing for patrons to vote on of a new audio drama podcast that, if they decide they want that from me, I'll produce on a monthly basis. And it'll be about an adventuring party, and not actually the moments that they spend adventuring. It's about them sitting around the campfire talking about the day and arguing with each other, and, you know, just kind of their different personalities kind of butting heads and their different perspectives on life kind of running up against each other and stuff. And one of the characters in that story, in that audio drama series, will be Elderast. Very much looking forward to, even if it doesn't go anywhere and patrons decide they're not really interested in seeing that go forward long term, it'll still be fun just to make the pilot for that. Alright, I think I might have not been paying attention when I should have been. Where am I supposed to go? Here? Alright, let's go here. Okay, now I'm coming off of that donut. Now I'm coming down. Oh, I should save after that big old fight. The process of saving doesn't take too long in this game, but if I remember correctly, it's really pretty fast in the Outer Worlds, which is nice. Because games that are about choice, you know, I like to save a lot before I enter into dialogue or something. Oh, dang, there's lots of these flying bat things. Alright then.
Protect me in this battle. To my help. And death to the others!
Is there one behind me? There is. Nice. Is that all of them? Yeah. Okay. Light him up indeed, John. That's what I'm all about. Oh, treasure chest. Lockpicking. Yeah. Forgotten seal from the ruins of Deidre still bears the old coat of arms of the congregation. Alright, whatever.
This seal. I know the insignia, even if it has become more detailed in recent decades. It's hard to believe my eyes.
What you're seeing doesn't seem to please you.
This is the ancient coat of arms of Serene. It's a congregation seal. Let's continue to dig. I need to know more. I need to understand.
Alrighty. I need to understand too. Not really. Just give me the quest marker. Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, that's something I'm saving before I go see. Good gravy. Aaron L. says, I agree with you on voiced protagonists, but at times I felt as if my character was blundering around instead of contemplating their next move like a diplomat would have. Okay, I can maybe see that. Alright, lady. Is there just one of these guys? Hopefully just one. This is a guy I'm definitely going to want to set up a stun trap for. Oh, he's a boss! Oh, he's a Lovecraftian boss! Oh, jeez! Oh, I think I fought one of these things before. Oh! Oh! My gosh.
Your magic is running out. Take a potion.
I'll try. Keep beating on him, guys. Oh, jeez.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Ugh. I definitely dig this monster design.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Oh, I hate this move. Run, girl! Run, girl! Oh, run! Run! Ugh. Run! Ah, dang it. Ugh. Ugh. I'm whittling down his armor.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Almost got that armor down. Oh wait, my attacks aren't removing the armor. Whose attacks are moving the armor? Go! Super intimidating.
Our enemies. Your magic is running out. Take it.
Where's my magic potion? Did I miss it? Magic potion.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
There we go. Okay, his armor's gone. So that should get them doing better damage. My magic already cuts through armor, so... Oof. Oh, I hate this part. Ah! Really hate that. There we go. Okay. Come on now, let's get him before he goes back down again.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
At this point, he feels a little bit spongy. I fought a guy like this before, and, you know, just kind of like this kiting style of gameplay gets old pretty quick, so... Like the boss design, not a big fan of the fight design. Almost got him though.
You're running out of energy. Drink.
There we go.
Move away.
Oh, it's hotkeyed to my left button, so I should just be hitting that. Oh well. Yay!